Well, it's January 6th. I've unplugged the maintainer. All the fluids have been checked. I always run this to keep the heater nice and hot in front of the radiator when I plow snow. Plus it keeps the snow out of there and suction keeps it on. So, oh yeah. Maintainer has done its job. Got the Cummins in there. 4-cylinder Cummins. Diesel. To let things get warming up. I'll get the cord retracted so we don't have to run over that. Fluids have been checked on this. Timothy is going to run the red tractor, case DX45. Let the glow plugs warm up. All right. In places. We got 6 to 8 inches. We got drifts over there. He's getting the door open. We scooped that out ahead of time. It's still coming down a little bit. They say we're going to get 1 more inch. So, let us begin. Right up there is our level indicator. We have float mode. Just shove her forward and let her ride and she'll follow the contour of the ground. Use the gas pedal, and I like to push and get second gear. Here we go. First push of the year. I've never needed 4-wheel drive in this. I just use my brakes for steering. Hit it to the right. And it works great. We're going to build a snow mountain here where the bulldozer was pushing earlier yesterday. Go back and watch that video. And the kids love it when we do this. We build them a mountain as high as we can. There's our first push. Roads are closed over there. We will also back drag when needed. I like this, put it up there to level and just return to dig. You can hit it, you can go over and float and over there, and it does what you need to do. Here we go again. Take a half the swath, that way you can keep your overflow lines down, that's what I call them. When you get down, you have a nice, clean walking path. And driving. Give you guys a little update. It's coming down again, pretty good sized flakes. And I have not went down my lane yet. I am pushing open the gates, pushing snow now out to the pasture. I always like to think ahead what it's going to be like when it's melting. So the more I can get down here, the more it can already be out of my way walking around. And if there's some rocks in it, I'm not going to care because I got rocks underneath this right here. So you can see there around the wood, there's like probably a 2-foot drift. And you can see the way the snow is going, that it's blowing kind of from the northwest. So also want to plan ahead so I can do animal chores. The cows are not even coming out. We've got them fed inside. They only have to come out for water. And when the snow is done, I like to just be able to walk everywhere and not get snow on my boots. And so we're in the cab, and the heat's working fine. When I'm one-handed, I have to slow down a little bit. We've got a pretty good snow mountain for the kids, and probably go in and get a little breakfast here in a minute. It's 8:45. And Timothy wanted to go in and eat. He hasn't started yet. I'll let him do some of the detailing with the smaller tractor, and I'll get the bulk of it, and then eventually we'll head over to the business. William's already on the skid steer, probably making a video as well, and we will head out to the neighbors. We've got some elderly neighbors that need to be plowed out. We'll get to them eventually, and we'll go from there. It's going to be a nice long day probably. Well, we've got the chicken coop plowed open. We have to detail, scoop around it, I mean. And pretty well got this open. Got some work for Timothy to do. I about did it all for him. We got a detail around this and get so the doors will open, because the next thing it's going to do is freeze, and you don't want your doors froze shut if you want to get your van out or something. Got the drive plowed open and the mailbox for the mailman. I doubt they'll be coming through today. And just got to do some dressing up, and this property will be done. 580E, always working strong. Well, the property is opened up. Every door that we might need. Chicken coop's open. They're tucked away in there. Neighbor is working over there. Helped on that neighbor over there. Made a snow mountain. They've already been tunneling into it like meerkats. Got all our doors open, ready for now for the deep freeze. So we're gonna head to the neighbors. We got 3 neighbors. We got mother-in-law to dig out, another gentleman, and then a lady down the road, elderly lady. So off we go. Well, the 580E did not disappoint. We are all plowed out. The business is plowed out. The neighbors are plowed out. The elderly are plowed out. Time to put her back in here and defrost the bucket and move it to the back of the building and wait out the cold weather. It'll be -6 come Wednesday evening. So, welcome to January 6th, 2025. Like, share, and subscribe.